Hey everybody, I'm Waller's Wallet, and the Q3 categories have been announced. So let's take a look at these to where we can earn 5% cash back for Q3. But first, if you're new to the channel, this channel is all about credit cards, credit card rewards, and showing you how to use your points and miles to travel for less. So if that's something that interests you, consider subscribing and turn the notification bell on as well. So starting off with the Chase Freedom. The Q3 categories for the Chase Freedom are going to be for gas stations and streaming services. Now we also saw gas stations be the Q1 category, but if you have a car or need to buy gas, I don't think anyone's going to be complaining earning 5 points per dollar on gas for half the year with your Chase Freedom card. And the other category is streaming services, and I actually feel this is more in response to the Blue Cash Preferred when they refreshed that card and were offering 6% cash back on select streaming services. So if you do pay for streaming services, this is a great way to earn 5 ultimate reward points per dollar for those purchases. And the Chase Freedom card earns 5% cash back or 5 ultimate reward points per dollar on the first $1,500 you just spent in the quarter, giving you either $75 cash back or 7,500 ultimate reward points. And I think the categories for this quarter are going to be hit or miss for people depending on if you spend a lot on streaming services or on gas purchases. Now taking a look at the Discover It credit card. Now I think Discover might actually have the best categories for Q3 because you're going to earn 5% cash back on restaurants and on PayPal purchases. And earning 5% cash back at restaurants is great since dining out is a big category for people and so many places accept PayPal as payment, it should be very easy for many people to use these categories. And on top of that, PayPal occasionally has deals where you can save extra money or earn extra rewards when you were to pay with PayPal. And just like the Freedom card, you're going to earn 5% cash back on the first $1,500 you spend in the quarter, earning yourself a maximum of $75 in cash back. And really, I think most people should have no issue with these categories. Now taking a look at the Citi Dividend card. The Citi Dividend categories, I think, look pretty good for Q3 because you're going to earn 5% cash back on airline and car rental purchases. But while earning 5% cash back on these categories look really good, this card lacks travel protections. So that's something that you're wanting. You might want to consider using a different card for these purchases. And the Citi Dividend card doesn't have a quarterly limit, it has a yearly limit on the amount of cash back you can earn, and you can earn a maximum of $300 cash back throughout the year. It doesn't matter if you were to spend $6,000 in Q3 or spread that out over the 4 different quarters. But earning 5% cash back on airline and car rental purchases is pretty solid. And next, we're going to take a look at Nusenda. Now I always feel it's worth mentioning this card even though many of you probably don't have this credit card. And the Q3 categories are going to be for gas station and educational expenses. Now while I would use the Chase Freedom for gas if I had both of these cards, the interesting category here is the educational expenses. And that's because you don't see this category too often. It might be an option for you if you have school supplies you need to purchase, or if your tuition can be paid with a credit card by the school. You might be earning 5% cash back for your tuition. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to code that way, but I definitely think it's worth a test transaction to see if you can earn 5% cash back on paying your tuition. And the Nusenda Platinum Cash Rewards card is similar to the Discover It and Chase Freedom credit card, where you're going to earn 5% cash back on up to the first $1,500 you were to spend in the quarter. Lastly, let's take a look at the US Bank Cash Plus card. And what I really love about the US Bank Cash Plus card is that it lets you pick your categories and you have a long list of categories to choose from. And if you have other cards on this list, well, you can just use the US Bank card to fill in the gaps to give you the most 5% cash back coverage. And with the US Bank Cash Plus credit card, you're going to get to pick 2 categories that earn 5% cash back. And I really like the flexibility that this card offers. And you're going to earn 5% cash back on the first $2,000 you spend in your selected 5% categories. Now remember, it can take up to 3 business days for your categories to be activated. They do not go into effect the same day. So you want to be sure to pick your category sooner than later so you're not missing out on rewards. And overall, I think the Q3 categories are pretty good. For most people, gas stations is always a great category. Discover, I think, knocks it out of the park with dining and PayPal. The categories on the Citi Dividend card definitely are a little bit different than what we're used to seeing from the other 5% cashback cards. The US Bank Cash Plus credit card offers the most flexibility of any of these 5% cards on this list, and the educational expenses from Nusenda might be the most unique category that I've seen in a while. So tell me, what do you think of the quarter 3 categories? Hey, if you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you know somebody who might benefit from this video, feel free to share it with them. And if you want to help support the channel, a simple way would be to use the links on the website or in the description below. And if you like learning about credit cards, points, miles, cashback, or just flat out traveling for less, consider the subscribe button down below. And until next time, safe travels and take care.